Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, this is my sister's sketchbook, and I'm going to be choosing a drawing out of it and redrawing it on my computer over there. And I've just thought of this, and my sister's still asleep, so I have to sneak in there and get it really fast. So let's just have a quick look. So here's like kind of how she draws. It's very like simple. I had one in mind. I've already redrawn this one. I can't find the video anywhere though, so. Oh, how about this one? I like this one. This looks like a character that I had. I'll come back to this one. I'll fold this page over. Okay. Oh, here's this girl. I drew her. I didn't draw this one, but I did this girl for this project, and it was all done in pencil and shading, and she had really long wavy hair, and her shirt said, "I see you" on it. Okay, so this is the one I'm going to be redrawing. I'm going to have it on the side as I film on my computer, and I'll stop right before the coloring to talk about the drawing. Alright, so let's get into the sketching process. Okay guys, so what I was thinking when I was making this is that I didn't want to add too many details, because when I draw I usually get a bit carried away and add a bunch of details that I shouldn't be adding and are kind of pointless to the character. And for this challenge, I had to be very specific with what I add because it's not my character, and other things that I'll add won't look correct. So when I was drawing her, I had to be very careful that I didn't add some weird stuff that didn't belong. This sketch won't take that long, I promise. It may look like it's gonna take long, but it won't. I'm also doing the line art. I was planning on not doing the line art on camera and just showing it to you when I talk to you in my next camera shot without a voiceover. But then I thought that I guess if I added the line art footage, it would make it a bit longer. And I wanted to explain a lot of my thought process for this, and I think adding that line art would have helped. I'm sorry if I'm taking a long time. I like being perfect, and speeding it up isn't very easy. If you have any better editing softwares that are free, please comment them down below, because I'm probably going to need them in the future. I can't keep using iMovie, but iMovie is pretty good for beginners. It gives it that kind of edited feel. On Lush's eyes, they were very small and kind of more almond shaped, but I tried doing that, but I couldn't really find a way to make it look correct doing that. And her mouth also, she has a kind of open mouth, she's kind of confused kind of face, but I like the open mouth, happy kind of look on her better. And kind of ooh, what's that? For her hair, she has very short hair, like my length of hair, and then a vine connected to her hair that's covering one of her eyes. I never asked Audrey why that was there. She just said that it looks cool, and so I don't really know why that's there and how it's even staying connected, so we just want to ask questions about that. The vine was fun to draw, and sometimes when I'm drawing hair covering an eye, I get really confused because you could still see the very edge of the eye, but I don't want to add that because it will look wrong. And so what I was very confused about was where I should place the hair, where it's not overlapping her other eye, but still covering that eye so you can't see it. I honestly gave up and just kept going because I didn't really have the energy to keep messing around with it. Drawing the vine was very, very fun. I like drawing those Zentangle vine designs. For school, we did a Zentangle project, and we each made a design on a piece of paper, and then one of them got chosen, but not everyone got a design chosen. And I made one design. It was like a flower with vines coming around it, and that's how I drew the vines. Like, it was like the vine that's on her hair. I'm almost done with the sketch, and you might notice if it jumps a bit when I get to the liner after I've done the eye, blush, and mouth and nose, because I had to go do something and I couldn't keep it filming or else that would last forever. And so I didn't really know what to do, so I just put it into 2 parts. Something that gave me trouble was the fish on her swimsuit. I know it sounds stupid, but I don't really draw fish, and so I didn't know what to do. And it always looked off whenever I tried. I added like 1 fish and then the bubbles coming off, but then I was like, no, I don't like that, and so I got rid of it, I think. No, I think I added another fish to it just to try to make it look a bit more normal. See, I got rid of the fish. And I don't know what I'm doing right now. Honestly, I don't remember. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna add the fish back in. I'm gonna add 1 in the middle and then 1 in the on the bottom. That's smaller, and some small rare bubbles coming up from the top of the bigger fish. If you have any tips for drawing fish, please let me know. I'm not probably gonna draw fish in the future. I'm trying like a mermaid with a fish. Like you know those times when you're trying to draw something and you draw it so perfectly the first time, but you can't like get it to look as perfect the second time? It makes me so mad. Here I am adding the vine. I don't know why this took me as long as I wanted. This whole sketch footage is 2 minutes and 36 seconds, plus the eye, nose, and mouth, and then the other part of the line art I think is 4 minutes? I don't know why this took me so long with all of it put together. And now I'm almost done with the sketching process. I just need to add the other side of the vine, and like I usually do, I'll be accidentally dragging the draw color, but I meant to drag the screen. Don't get too annoyed with that. Okay, so now I'm going to be doing the liner after I erase all this, because sometimes I accidentally start on the wrong layer, and so I have to add a copy and then do another layer over top. Right. Okay, so the liner, like I've mentioned in the future videos, past videos, I said that it's my least favorite part because how stressful it is. If you mess up, it could make it look really bad. I know what some people be like, but it's digital, you can just erase it, and I can, but then I can't really get it as good as my first try. Like, it makes me kind of mad. The eyes liner is my favorite part to do, just because I like how smooth it looks and how pretty it is, and really enjoy making eye line art. I really like drawing mouths like that, open and happy. They're very fun. But when I draw them and I'm coloring them in, it looks really weird. See, as you can see, it jumped a bit when I had to make another video of me doing the line art. I'm sorry if that bothers you. It definitely bothers me. To the people that might be asking, I did get my sister's permission to look in her sketchbook and draw this. But she was nervous that I would make her art look bad, and she was very upset about that. So come on, don't give her hate, guys. We're almost done. This process didn't take me that long as it usually does. I think it went smoother than it usually does for me. Her swimsuit is really cool, and it's kind of like the neck piece, and then like no sleeves to it, and it's all just one piece, and then the fish on it, and I think it's really cool, and I would like want one of those swimsuits for my own. Like, not with the neck thing though, that'd probably make me choke. And I think her hairstyle is really cool. I would never think to give like a character a vine like that through that specific part. I do have a character though who has a vine like kind of intertwining around her hair in braids. I don't remember her name, but I'll probably draw her in the future for a video. This character was really fun to draw, and I think it's one of my favorites out of all the drawings that she has in her sketchbook. I just think she's so cute and cool. She said that she's the younger sister of her character, Juniper, I think is what she said. And she said she's annoying, but I think that she's adorable. I can't really say that she's annoying. I really like her. I mainly chose her because I have an OC like her. If I find that sketchbook, I'll have to show you, but I don't know where it went. It's really old and it has some pretty bad art in it. Maybe that can be a video. Okay, so the line art is almost done. I'm just adding the fish, and then I'm going to be going on to my final thoughts. Okay guys, so here I am with my finished drawing, and I just wanted to talk about the colors, because as you can see, her original sketch doesn't have any color, and so I'm gonna have to like imagine what I would like it to be. And I have a character named Lush who's a mermaid and kind of looks like this, but with longer hair, and she has brown hair, like really sea green eyes, and a blue swimsuit. So that's probably what I'm gonna go for, because my sister is not here right now, and I'm not gonna wait because I have to get this video out today, and I have another vid planned for today to do with Amira and Caitlin. So I will just get straight into the coloring, and then I will see you at my final thoughts. Okay guys, so now we got on to the coloring, and coloring this was really fun. The skin tone was hard to like make look right, and I think it looks cool and like kind of olive skin, kind of like my character Lush, but my character Lush is way more tan than this. And the brown, probably when I'm coloring her hair, the brown in her hair looks kind of wrong. I don't know why. It kind of looks more chocolate brown than like hair brown. So I had to pick these colors myself, and I'm not really good at it. Like when I'm drawing fan art, I can color pick. Like on my Anne Boleyn speed paint, I color picked from a picture that I found on the internet, and that made it a whole lot easier for me. But with coloring your own characters, you have to like find the color yourself instead of like actually getting the color pick. Oh, and another thing, this is gonna jump a bit too, because when I was covering this, my MacBook accidentally turned off, and so I had to open it back up, and I had to cut that part out because I don't want you guys seeing me putting in my password. That's kind of weird. I think I've done that in the future, but I didn't cut it out because I didn't know how. But now it's gone, so it's going to jump a bit when we get there. But I'll ignore that. The vine took a while to color because there's so many little pieces and I didn't want to get it outside the lines. I think that the fastest part that I got done coloring was the hair, like the biggest part. Because I got like the perfect size of brush to do for that. And I think that the coloring went really smoothly. After this, my sister had said that her hair wasn't brown and that her eyes are actually that shade of green. And so I have to give myself some credit for getting the eye color right. I don't remember what she said the hair color was, but I don't know. Actually, that didn't jump that bad. Never mind. When I was coloring the hair, I was trying to be really, really careful that I didn't get the brown into the vines because I didn't want to have to go back and color that all back in because of how small it is. And you can really see now how off this brown is from like a hair brown, but I think that it goes well with her skin tone because it's kind of muted, and so is her skin, and so it works. And I'm sorry if I might sound like a bit weird because I have my palette expander in, and saying specific words like weird makes me sound weird. So I'm almost done coloring the hair, and so I'm going to start talking about the swimsuit. For the swimsuit, I wanted to make it kind of like Lush because she has a mermaid form and a human form. Lush also has a sister. My Lush has a sister, an older sister, and her name is I think it's Battle Winner because I really liked Wings of Fire at the time. Nothing's changed, but I don't like it that much. And so what I wanted to like pay homage to her somewhere, but I didn't know where, so I just threw away that idea because I remembered that this isn't my Lush, it's her Lush. My sister criticized me a lot after I finished coloring this, and I didn't want to change this or add new footage instead, so forgive me, sister. And the color of the swimsuit is like a pale blue, and the neck kind of thing is white, and so I just shaded it with gray so that it looked white. So it didn't look off. Oh yeah, the tongue. I thought that it looked off without the tongue colored, and so I made it like a very light pink. This whole character is very light, and I like it because I really like pastel color palettes. Here I am doing the neck piece. I accidentally changed the opacity, and I didn't remember what it was, so I really didn't know what to do. Kind of made it look a little bit more watery when I was blending it. It doesn't look that bad though, but I think it kind of looks off from the rest of the drawing because it has a little bit more details. Because I didn't shade the rest of the drawing because I didn't have time, and I thought it would look a bit too busy if I shaded it, and this video would literally be half an hour long, and I don't think the people would stay that long and watch the video. So also, if my audio sounded weird back there when I said so, that's because my brother ran into my room wanting something, and I had to cut it and then add on to it. This video is just full of mistakes. And now I'm coloring the fish. I thought they were like goldfish or like kind of. Then I just made the bubbles white by erasing them because I didn't really know what color to make them that didn't like look wrong and clash with her shirt. The audio I think cuts a bit like soon because I wanted to add a background somehow, and it wouldn't show up, and I thought that it was stupid to keep it in, and I didn't want to talk about it, so it's gonna jump now. Yeah, you can notice that, kind of. Sorry about that. Here I am just making it fit my character, and then I'm gonna write the words "done" on it. No, not done. I'm gonna write her name, and then my final thoughts. Okay guys, here's the final drawing, and I think that it turned out really good. I think that my character's features with her works really well, and that's really all I have to say. So bye, have a great rest of your day.